Okay, hello everybody. I'm Brian, and this is Amy News and Conversation. I'm here with a familiar face, Sopheak Srun. And Sopheak, why don't you tell me who are you with? What's your full title?
So I'm a principal sterilization scientist with QTS, Quality Tech Services.
Yeah. But you're also deeply involved in the Kilmer collaborative groups, particularly KiiP. So tell me a little bit about KiiP. What have you guys been up to? And I guess what are you presenting here today during Kilmer?
Yeah, so KiiP, we're one of the Kilmer collaborative communities that's focused on packaging.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of different work streams going on in KiiP. The session tomorrow, Thursday, will be, it's not focused just on KiiP, it's focused on all the collaborative communities.
A full breakdown.
Yep,
Yeah.
but the intent is to kind of give an update. What are the collaborative communities working on right now, and where are we going, say, over the next year?
Yeah.
So, and one of the intents of sharing this information is to encourage people that aren't currently involved to get involved.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of folks might be learning for the first time, Amy members, what Kilmer is, since this is the first time we've ever hosted this conference. And that will lead to people then questioning, oh, there's these collaborative groups, there's these people working together from across corners of the industry
Yep.
on certain very important projects. And I should mention also that the collaborative communities were just recognized by CDRH. So CDRH has promised some participation in those groups as well, which is really nice to see. A little bit of regulatory recognition there. So we know that this is important work, but let's start with the basics. What does KIP stand for?
Kilmer Innovations in Packaging.
So we're talking about packaging and sterile
Yes.
packaging specifically. Make sure
Yep.
that device is going to reach its destination sterile.
Yep.
And what are some of the projects that you guys have been working on quite recently? Anything that you're particularly excited about?
Oh, there's quite a bit just with the different work streams.
Mm.
So, one of them, it was in let's see, I think it was one or two, actually two presentations from yesterday. One about the OIT study, what the current progress is, and that's looking at aging and the effects on different materials. One of the issues, at least in the packaging community, is just that, we do all these aging studies,
Mm.
and it's just looking at, well, um, what are the real impacts? And, is there a better way around having to repeat the same studies over and over and over again? And so it's really just a way to take a step back and um, really get into the science behind it,
Right. Yeah.
instead of just repeating the same thing over again.
Improve methodology, make things more efficient. We should always be questioning. I mean, isn't that the nature of science itself, is to always
Yeah, always
question the
question it.
status quo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's
So
fantastic.
I mean, that's just kind of one of the overall themes, anyways,
Mhm.
of what we're trying to do in KIP.
How did you
That's
get involved in any of this in the first place? How did you find out about it?
it was the Dublin Kilmer Conference.
Ah,
I was asked to attend a meeting, and then I did, and here we are.
you met the right person.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, I guess that's a call to action in itself of, hey, reach out to SOPEC, or we have
Really, anyone.
anyone
It's
within the group.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of us. LinkedIn. That's a great way to try to find us. Look for Kip. Look
There's
for
a
my
KIP
name.
LinkedIn page.
Yep,
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so for
yep.
those
I
who
mean,
want to
there's
reach
also
that
the
way.
Kilmer collaboration, or I mean, even the Kilmer conference LinkedIn page as well.
Oh,
Any of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious though, you're finding out what the other groups have been up to. Is there I guess a sense of, does it sometimes feel like a race? Are you guys trying to outcompete one another, saying, "Oh, we published more, or we've come together"? Is it just more congenial?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of overlap. It is kind of fun to see, you know, there's always a lot of fun in at least having a little bit of competition. But uh
I know scientists. That seems to be the way of things. No matter what you do, you
You
want
know,
to
we
publish more than somebody else or
well,
something.
we do collaborate quite a bit.
Oh, that's good.
Even
Yeah.
in just some of the conversations in some of the presentations from yesterday. It's combining all these different areas
Mm,
and kind of sharing all that knowledge because even for me as co-chair of working group 8, micro methods, listening to uh, some of the presentations yesterday on was it MQL, what was it called, microbial or microbiological quality level. A lot of that is relevant to what we are working on for the environmental monitoring document. We're in the middle of updating AMI 52, and so eventually I think it would be great to get some of those concepts into our document. They were saying in the one of the presentations yesterday that with the focus right now is on a lot of things, aseptic processing and
mm.
biologics, and that's a little different from terminal sterilization. But I think it was Amanda that said in the presentation that you know a lot of these concepts, even though the focus might be on aseptic processing or biologics or pharmaceuticals, the same concepts apply. I mean, she
Different end
was
goal,
right.
but similar processes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the same concepts apply across the board, even for terminally sterilized devices. And so, um, I mean, it would be great to get some of those things in. I mean, that's part of one of the other Kilmer collaborative communities, and
You
we
all can
can't
get
be
together.
involved. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't all be involved in everything, but having a venue like this where we can come together and share that knowledge,
Yeah, I guess
it's
that's the whole point of the Kilmer conference. Everybody can come together and understand who's working on what and
yep,
how you can collaborate. That's awesome.
yep,
Well, I don't want to keep you. It sounds like we're gonna about to kick off again with it, but please enjoy the rest of the conference. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of collaborations come from this, and
yeah,
keep up the good work.
yeah. Thank you.